Hello all, let's start our today's DSA journey with this amazing visualizer by Chaycode that is available on dsa.chaycode.com. You can use this following link to get a 7 days free trial. Let's go to the DSA and today's question is contain duplicates. Okay, so this is our question. Any value appear twice? This is the simplest form of the question. Given an integer array, return true if any value appear at least twice and false if every element is distinct. So here it is a very easy question. You can clearly see this is our array. The elements are 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So here 1 appeared twice. So it is a true. You can see the tags here. So the main point of the question is we are given an array. We need to find if any element appear twice in the array. If it is appear twice in the array, we just return true. Otherwise, we return false. Let's first visualize it. Though before visualizing, let's think of it. Just take the array like 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so this is our array. So how could we, let's think of it, this is our array and how could we find duplicate in a very basic manner? Duplicate like two element of same value, how could we find this? The easiest way to find that is using two loops. Suppose let's take a loop I. Okay, and let's take another loop that is j. So start the I from the starting and start the j from the I plus 1. Okay, and check, is both are equal? No, go to the next step. Is both are equal? No, go to the next. Is both are equal? No. Is 5 or 3 equal? No. Then array is end, move I to the next pointer and j to the next of I. Okay, so 1 or 4 equal? No. 1 and 1 equal? Yes. When we get it, return that true, and if we don't get it, return false. Okay, so visualize it like return true if any value appear at least twice. So just put two pointers here, two pointers, two for loop to be specific, two for loop. One started from 0, another one started from j, that is I plus 1. Okay, and check, are they equal? No, they are not equal, they are different. Move forward, are they equal? No, move forward, are they equal? No, move forward, are they equal? No, move the I pointer to the next. Are they equal? 1 or 4 equal? No. Are they equal? Yes, we found the equal. Return true. This is our uh, solution. So just go and write the pseudocode here. Take a function that is array. Take a for loop. Take another loop starting from I plus 1 to n minus 1. If ARR of I is equal to ARR of j, or if it is happening, so that means we are getting the duplicate element. For this, just return true. Okay, and if we don't find anything, just return false. That's it. Let's evaluate it. We just nailed it. Let's go to LeetCode. Okay, and now solve this using this pseudocode. So this is our pseudocode. Okay, so this is our pseudocode. Now just first take the size of the array, that is nums dot size Now do like a nested loop of 2, like starting I from 0 to n minus 1 I plus plus, and then another loop in j equal to j started from I plus 1 j less than n j plus plus. Why I taking here n minus 2 and here n? Because when the I at this position, how we can find the next element that is equal to I? Because we are taking j equal to I plus 1. So the last possible portion of I is this one and j is this. Okay. So I should be this and j should be this at last position. Okay. So that is why we take here n minus 1 or n minus 2 equal to, and here n or equal to n minus 1. Check if both are equal. Nums of I equal to nums of j. If both are equal, just return true. Otherwise, if both are not equal, return false. Okay, let's try it. It's working. Let's submit it. It is a big of n square solution, so it should give a TLE, I guess. It is a TLE because we are using 2 for loop. Here we are using 2 for loop, and the time complexity will become big O of n square. And space complexity, we don't here use any extra space, so it become big O of 1. Okay. So let's move to our next optimized solution, that is using set. Okay. So let's take it like this. Okay. So this is our array. Let's just take a set here. It is a set, or okay, it is a set. What is set? Set is a data structure that store unique elements, not duplicates. Okay. So just how set in maths it store unique element, here also. Now let's traverse a loop from the starting. I, what is the current value of I? 3. Does 3 present in the set? No. Add 3 to the set. Okay. Increase the I. Does 1 present in the set? No. Okay. So for this we are inserting 1 into the set. Okay. For increase the I. So does 4 into the set? No, the 4 not is into the set. So add 4 here. Okay. So move I forward. Does 1 present in the set? Yes, it is already present in the set. That's mean we got a duplicate. Return true. This is the process of the optimal solution of the question. Traverse the array. If the element present in the set, return true because it already exists. If not present, then just simply add it to the set. Okay. So let's first visualize it. So okay, scan once, keep the set of values seen so far. Before adding, ask, is the value already in the set? We just have to check every time, is the value already in the set? And the set takes generally big O of 1 time, so it don't take so much time to search in the set. Okay. Let's see it here. Okay, the 3, does 3 present in the set? You can see the set is seen here. Does 3 present in this set? No. Add it to the set. Next index, does 1 present into the set? No. 3 1, add it to the set. Does 4 present in the set? No. Add 4 to the set. Does 1 present in the set? Yes, it already present. Return true. Okay. Then just simply return true it. Okay, let's write the pseudocode here. So we are taking a function that take an array. We are taking a set that is empty set, an empty set. It is an empty set. A loop starting from 0 to n minus 1 or the last index. For every time, for every element we get, just check one thing. If array of I in set, that's mean it's check that if array of I present in the set or not. If it is present, that's mean we get a duplicate. Okay, so true return true. And otherwise if it is not present, so what we have to do, we have to add the value to the set. So set dot add array of I, we add the value. If it is already present in the set, we return true. If it is not present in the set, we add it to the set. At the end, if we don't get anything, just return false. So just evaluate it now. Let's see. We nailed it. It is the optimized solution. Now let's solve it here. So first clear it, then simply take it. So the if is there, the set should be here. Okay, first take the size of the array, that is nums dot size. Okay, now create a set. In C++, we are using STL function to create a set, that is set st. Let's see. So this set initializes set, that is an STL function. This int mean it, the set should contain integer, only integer, and the name of the set variable is st we are taking here. Okay, so now take a loop starting from 0 to the last index, a for loop. Okay, and now check in set. If present, okay, how could we check in set? If st dot find nums of I, we are not equal to st dot end. So it's mean we found the element in set, that's mean return true. Okay, so this means st dot find, in the set st, go and find nums of I, search the nums of I into the set, and if we are reaching the set end like this, if it should be this, that's mean we cannot find it. And when we not equal to st dot end, that means we found the value before the set ends. Okay, if we found the value, if we don't found the value, we don't found the value. If we don't found the value or the element would be a better option. If we don't found the value or element, just add it to the set. So set dot insert nums of I, that's mean we just take the value and insert it to the set. Okay, if we found the value into the set, that's mean the value already present in the set and it's previously occurred into the array. Okay, and also mean that nums of I is previously occurred in the array nums, that's mean, so this mean duplicate element. Okay, so that's why we return true here. If we don't found it, just return false. Just return false if we don't found it. Let's run it. It's working. Let's submit it. Yes, we are submitting it. It works perfectly. So that is the duplicate solution. Here we are just using this for loop only once. So the time complexity will become big. Okay, the time complexity will oh, the time complexity will become big O of n. N is the size of the array. Okay, and the space complexity, we are using a set. We are using a set. Here also we are using a set and we are inserting the value of the set. In the worst case, the time complexity would be big O of n. And n is the size of the array. Okay, you can clearly see time complexity big O of n, space big O of n. That is the question contains duplicate. Okay, go check out the question, check out this visualizer, use use this link use this link to get a 7-day free trial. Go use this link to get a 7-day free trial. Okay, go check out this amazing visualizer by Chicode, that is on dsa.chicode.com. Use this link to get a 7-day free trial. Thank you very much.